Russian forces attempted to infiltrate Ukrainian positions. Following successful defensive actions by Ukrainian troops, the opposing assault was repelled. An enemy infantryman was observed taking cover near damaged structures. However, upon noticing Ukrainian drones, the Russian infantryman began to flee toward open terrain. A Ukrainian FPV kamikaze drone quickly intercepted him. The drone struck the fleeing soldier with a powerful impact, resulting in a massive explosion. The soldier was wounded and could no longer move swiftly. Refusing to surrender, he remained on the ground. Ukrainian troops then deployed a second FPV drone, which locked onto the target. With precision, the drone descended rapidly from above and delivered a devastating final strike. This time there was an even more powerful blast. The impact of the explosion rendered the opposing infantry unit inoperative. This time, the FPV drone's target is a UAZ Buchanka-type military vehicle reportedly transporting ammunition for opposing forces. The loitering drone enters the vehicle through the door. Shortly afterward, a powerful blast engulfs the vehicle. The force of the detonation propels the roof into the air, with debris scattered and fire spreading in the vicinity. This type of strike highlights both the precision of the operators and the effective deployment of FPV technology by Ukrainian forces in the field. In the village of Univka in the Sumy region, 2 Russian soldiers entered a civilian area without authorization and moved toward a local resident's garden. At that time, Ukrainian armed forces aerial reconnaissance units stationed nearby were actively monitoring the surroundings using drones. Shortly after entering the garden, the Russian soldiers initiated hostile activity. They took positions around the house and were assessed as preparing to engage from within the civilian area. However, this movement was being monitored in real time. Given the urgency of the situation, Ukrainian forces immediately relayed the coordinates to FPV, first-person view, loitering drone operators. Targeting commenced. As soon as the sound of the first FPV drone was detected, the Russian soldiers appeared to panic. They attempted to conceal themselves in the garden but were forced to withdraw shortly thereafter. They abandoned the area due to the effects of the detonation. Reconnaissance drones detect Russian soldiers moving without restriction on Ukrainian territory. One of the opposing soldiers appears to believe he is operating safely within familiar terrain. However, an FPV loitering drone is closing in on his position. The drone operator carefully guides the system toward the target. Just as the drone is about to strike, the soldier makes a sudden move. The FPV executes several rapid aerial maneuvers, disorienting the soldier. The infantryman immediately requests support via radio. The drone operator locks onto the target and initiates a rapid strike. Caught off guard, the soldier attempts to evade, but the drone delivers a decisive impact, effectively neutralizing the threat. A powerful detonation followed. The drone was equipped with high-impact munitions, designed for maximum effectiveness. This precise strike neutralized the opposing soldier in a single action. Ukrainian forces remain actively deployed in conflict zones, working continuously to ensure that no unauthorized presence remains on Ukrainian territory. The teams operate with constant vigilance and mobility. A soldier from a specialized unit known as Predator, operating under the Ukrainian police force, was engaged in clearing opposing positions. Movement was detected within a shelter. Ukrainian personnel first deployed a grenade into the narrow entrance of the structure, resulting in a significant blast. Familiar with the internal layout, the soldiers followed up with targeted fire at the entrance, aiming to fully secure the position and eliminate any remaining threat. Thick black smoke was observed rising from the shelter. Ukrainian soldiers proceeded with extreme caution, determined to ensure the area was fully secured. In the final stage, additional munitions were placed inside the shelter to guarantee the complete neutralization of any remaining threat. This approach left no possibility for opposing forces to remain concealed within the structure. The Ukrainian Air Force targeted a strategic site within Russian territory, a drone operations center. Inside, operators were stationed at their desks, surrounded by shelves holding ammunition boxes, charging equipment, and FPV components integrated with explosive payloads. All of this was intended to carry out hostile actions against Ukrainian forces. Ukrainian jets approached in a silent descent. Four precision-guided air munitions were released onto the facility. Within seconds, powerful detonations followed. The first strike severely damaged the structure, while the second triggered the ammunition storage, causing a massive blaze that illuminated the night sky. The objective was completely neutralized. What you are about to see has become a striking symbol of the setbacks faced by opposing forces. All the vehicles shown belong to the Russian military and have been rendered inoperative following their advance into Ukrainian territory. The Pokrovsk direction in the Donetsk region of eastern Ukraine remains one of the most intense and heavily contested fronts of the conflict. Along this front line, a single road near the village of Novotroitsk has become a critical location where Russian forces have experienced significant equipment losses. As of July 2025, approximately 125 Russian military and armored vehicles have been neutralized along this route. These include tanks, armored personnel carriers, BMPs, BTRs, ammunition transport trucks, logistical support vehicles, and specialized vehicles with mine-clearing systems. These losses span several months. For instance, in February 2025, around 40 vehicles were confirmed affected in the same area. However, subsequent deployments along this road were consistently countered by Ukrainian forces using drones, artillery systems, anti-armor munitions, and ground units. Notably, FPV drones, precision-guided artillery, and night vision-enabled firepower have turned this road into a highly hazardous crossing point for Russian forces. Minefields and concealed Ukrainian reconnaissance teams closely monitor every movement, intervening with speed and precision. Many Ukrainian soldiers have played key roles in these operations, actively defending their territory through coordinated actions. The collaboration between volunteer groups and formal armed units has further accelerated the neutralization of incoming threats. Today, this route is widely regarded as a one-way path Russian vehicles may enter, but most are either left behind or severely damaged. The wreckage of destroyed tanks and transport vehicles scattered along the roadside serves as a stark reminder. Not only of the material toll but also of strategic miscalculations and the ongoing challenges faced by Russian forces in the region.